Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word. You have heard that it was said, "You shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy." But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren only, what do you do more than others? Do not even the tax collectors do so? Therefore you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 through 48. T.R. Glover used to say that one of the first laws of life is to remember that whatever you think, someone thinks differently. This is true in all kinds of ways, even in the church. It is true of worship, with the great prayers of the church, and with language sonorous, dignified, and ecclesiastical. Other people like a simple form of worship where there is more room for spontaneity and for extemporaneous prayer. In this, there is no right or wrong. The scholarly must not despise the simple folk, and the simple folk must not despise the scholarly. Let each worship God as he finds God, and let him not criticize or despise the other. This is true of the life of the church. Some people think that the church should have a highly organized social life. They like to find their parties and their socials and their entertainment in the church, as they love to find their worship on Sunday. Others have a much more austere view of the church and think that these things are out of place in the church, and think that the church's activities should be confined to religious meetings in the narrower sense of the term. There is room for both. Those who like everything in the church must not complain about the narrowness of the others. Those who do not like these things must not in a superior way criticize the worldliness of their brethren. It is true of the Bible. There are those who think the Bible should be taken literally in its understanding, while there are others who see within it some figurative language as well. There is a lot to be said for both. But let not one group speak of the other as if they are not Christians at all, and let not the other group grow irritated and annoyed at the unyielding attitude of the former. After all, they can, if they have the grace of Christ, live together quite well. What about you today? How do you treat those people who have differing views than you? Do they see Jesus in your attitude and actions toward them? This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go